Hey YouTube, it's Marty from the channel Budget Bugout, and in this video I'm going to be covering my EDC or Everyday Carry backpack. A lot of y'all know that I'm active duty military and I bring my backpack with me to my duty location every single day. So these are the items that I carry in that backpack, and if you guys are looking for ideas to start your own bag, be sure you check out the links in the description box down below. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this one. Okay guys, so first and foremost, this backpack is from a company known as LA Police Gear, and I'll be leaving a link in the description box down below. But basically, in addition to this being a quality made bag, it's also LA Police Gear, and especially their bags, are also known for being a little bit more friendly for the everyday type of budget. Whereas the 511 version of this, which I also own, and you guys can check out my review of that in the description box down below, is going to be a good amount more than this bag. So I personally enjoy both bags, but this one does have a few advantages over the 511, not just the price point. So stay tuned and I'll show you guys that. Also, before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know that if you are interested in seeing what my everyday carry pocket dump looks like, the things that I carry on my person, then be sure you check out my latest pocket dump video that I did a couple of weeks back, and I'll link that down below as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to get started with this outside pocket near the top, and then kind of work my way into the inside of the bag. And you'll be very surprised on what's inside the bag, and I'll leave that for last. So stay with me. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with this pocket right here on the top. You can see that you can put your name tape right there. You can Velcro it on. And in here, I put something that I got from the Night Eyes booth whenever I was at last year's SHOT Show. And in here, you can see that not only is this USB charged, and it's a light with different settings, including red light mode. Let's see if I can switch it onto that. But also it has an out port, or an output I should say, that can charge things like your cell phone. And although this comes with a charger for the Android, I have a cable that can charge both an Android type of device as well as an iPhone. So that is what I keep in the main pouch, or main top pouch anyways. And then a couple of the other items that I have in here are my SAS mini survival guide. And then the last thing, because this is just for EDC, I have some headphones for the gym in case I don't have my gym bag with me for whatever reason. So that is all of the items that I keep in this pocket right here. You can also see there is MOLLE attachment points on not just this outside pocket, but also the main outside compartment, as well as on the side pockets. So let's go ahead and get started on the next pocket. Another pocket right at the top of the bag is this felt line zipper pocket, which I keep my sunglasses in, and that felt lining keeps them from getting scratched. So I really like that feature in this bag, and I know some of the other tactical backpacks like that Rush 72 also have that feature. One of the pockets that is not included in the Rush 72 is this one right here, which I've stowed away a little Mora orange bushcraft knife, and I really like having this pocket just to have a little bit of extra room to organize things. So that's what I've included at the bottom of this bag. In the front main compartment, you can see that there are lots of different areas to store and organize your gear. And in this top mesh pocket, what I keep in here are a little bit of medicine. We have hand sanitizer. I have a Bic lighter with duct tape, as well as some bandages and field wipes, a bandana, and then eye drops. There's also a Sharpie in there as well. And in this pocket right here, it's kind of hidden away, but I keep a pair of work gloves. These are olive drab color, so that way I can wear them whenever I am in uniform and use them. They come in very useful. I also keep a small first aid kit, as well as a headlamp. This is a rechargeable black diamond headlamp. It's a USB rechargeable. And in these compartments over here, I have a small Maxpedition coin purse, is the name of the product. But inside of it, I keep some spare batteries. I also, as its name implies, keep some spare money. So I got some euro here as well as some US currency. For those of you who don't know, I am stationed over here in Europe at the moment. So it's important to have both. And then back here, I keep just some Altoids on me. And then moving on to this side, I have a few different items here. So I have a pen. This is a tactical pen, basically with a glass breaker. So you kind of hold it and you can get yourself out of a situation. And it has a couple of pens and a Streamlight Micro Stream, a little pen light. And then in this pocket, we have a small multi-tool from SOG. So it's kind of similar to some of my Leathermans, but it has a lot of different tools, including pliers, as well as a bunch of bits as well. So this can come in handy. So although I keep a lot of these items on me, including a multi-tool, I like to have a multi-tool in my backpack, not only just as a backpack, but also to kind of loan to somebody, because I don't want to always take my Leatherman, my good Leatherman wave off of me and hand it to somebody I don't really know very well. And then also have some duct tape back here. And then over here, behind the top, we have some Cliff Bars, as well as a fork with a serrated edge with a spoon. And then here, in these pockets, both of these have the exact same items, which are insect repellent, a poncho, emergency Mylar blanket, as well as some toilet paper on the other side, just kind of wrapped up. So these are all of the items that I keep in my main compartment. I forgot to mention that one of the items that I recently put into this bag is this Nightcore tube keychain flashlight that is micro USB rechargeable, and I have it attached to this ExoTac free ring keychain, which makes it really easily to slide things on and off of this key ring. And I have it attached to this D-ring lanyard keep inside that compartment I was talking about. Behind the shoulder straps, there is a compartment which can hold a water bladder. However, I myself am using this as additional storage for this giant Fresnel Lens, which can focus direct sunlight to hopefully start a fire in a worst case scenario, as well as a military poncho liner, also known as a whoopee, which has it's time tested and has a lot of different purposes. So if you guys don't know about whoopies, be sure you check them out, because the military has been using it for decades now. So that's everything that I keep in the back side of the backpack. Okay, so I know I was going to save the main compartment for the end, but before I talk about what I keep on the side compartments, I just want to go ahead and show y'all what I keep inside this main compartment. So I've undone the compression straps as well as the reflective belt, and now y'all can see the reason why I didn't want to build up to something like this too much, which is the fact that there is nothing on the inside of this backpack. Now the reason for that is because when I need to use this to transport things, or just toss something in here real quickly, I can put a folder back here. When I need to use this backpack, it needs to remain so that it's not full of stuff. So this is for everyday carry. I do have a Bugout bag that I have a video on here shortly. Now I'm going to be talking about what survival items that I keep on the side of this bag, But I wanted to let you guys know and kind of remind people that if you have an everyday carry backpack that you bring with you every day, and if you're using it every day, then you should probably have it set up so that you can actually use your backpack. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull out the items that are inside one of these side pockets, and then I'll cover what's inside. Okay guys, so these are all of the items that I keep on the inside of this side pocket. Now, the two side pockets have two different themes. The theme for this one is more or less compromise, but versatile. So all of the items that I keep in here, yeah, maybe they're not the best. Maybe they're, maybe Bear Grylls Gerber Ultimate Survival Knife Pro. Yes, is it a good knife? Sure, it'll work, and same with these components on the inside of here. But on the other side of the other pocket, that's more of a no compromise. And the items that I have on this side, these are all of the 10 C's of survival that David Canterbury talks about. And if you guys don't know about him, I'll be leaving links for where you can find resources about him. And his information in the description box down below. He's a survivalist. He's pretty well known. But in here, you guys can see I do have that Ultimate Survival Knife Pro. I also have a Ready Man pocket stove, so I can, as I find sticks and things, I can be able to keep a fire going, a pretty fuel efficient one, as well as an Esbit fire stove with 4 fuel tabs on the inside of here, which can really quickly boil water or purify meat or whatnot. And in here I have, like I said, I have that survival kit. So let's go ahead and talk about what's inside the survival kit. Alright guys, so I went ahead and pulled the mesh bag off of the kit, and that bag actually goes with the battle box camp bottle set with bail. And it comes with a lid, and basically I'm just having everything nest in this container and using this container with one of these stoves to be able to purify water if that case arrives. So you can also see that I keep a tacked bivvy in here to kind of keep you warm, because if you're especially in a wintry or wet and cold environment, you're definitely going to want to have bivvies as well as mylar blankets that can not only signal for help. Orange is a great color for survival to kind of signal that you're lost and that you need help, but having these kind of items are going to be able to keep you warm when you need it the most. We also have a Mora Knife, and this is the fire knife that has that ferrocerium rod that can be able to start a fire using that fire steel. And of course we have the survival grenade that I talk about in one of my other videos, and I'll leave that link in the description box down below. But we have a bunch of different survival items on the inside of here, so including compasses and flashlights and other fire starters, a whistle and signal mirror, as well as a few more items. So if you guys want more information on what I keep inside of here, be sure you check out that video. I'm not going to waste y'all's time, and you guys can also see where I got these this paracord, which has a tinder on the inside of this 550 cord to, like I said, help facilitate starting fires. So also have a bandana, once again orange, and this bandana has a multitude of survival purposes. And here's that bail that I was talking about earlier. That way you take this, you attach it to this pot, and you can kind of hang it over a fire. So that's everything that I keep on this pocket. Let's go ahead and dive on over to the other pocket and see what I keep in there. Time for the last compartment of my everyday carry bag, and that is going to be the side compartment that has the first 5 C's of survival. Not all 10, but a redundancy, in fact an upgrade of those first 5, which are the most important things that you need in a survival situation according to David Canterbury. So those are going to be having a cutting device, having cordage, having combustion ability, having cover to protect you from the elements, and the last thing is a container for transporting and purifying water. So let's go ahead and empty this compartment out and talk about what's inside. Alright guys, so these are the items that I was referring to earlier that are less of a compromise, but they still hit on those first 5 C's of survival, which are extremely important, but also equally extremely difficult to replicate in a worst case scenario. So we got 5 Bic lighters, we have some military grade paracord, an expandable Fiskars handsaw, an emergency blanket, as well as a titanium cup, which the last component of that camp stove kit can nest in. And on the inside of here, we have water purification tablets as well as a water filter. So I'll be leaving all of the items that I've shown in the description box down below, so you guys be sure to check that out if you're interested in purchasing any of these items. And hopefully this video gave you guys some good ideas on what you guys can include in your everyday carry kit. So I do have a bug out bag video I'll be making here shortly, as well as more product reviews, so stay tuned for more. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below of what items you keep in your EDC bag. Y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be prepared. God bless. Now, although this is not a review of this backpack, I wanted to point out that you can purchase an accessory that will clip to the shoulder straps of your bag. That way you can access additional gear while you're wearing the bag. So if that's something that interests you, then I say go for it. I myself have not really run this system outside like 1 or 2 times, and that is simply because this looks like a bra, especially where this sits on the body and no way of adjusting it. So if that's something that does not bother you, then I say go for it. But for the moment, I'm just waiting for them to upgrade this to make it look more tactical rather than practical and kind of feminine looking.